time stays long enough for anyone who will use it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Experience is the teacher of all things. One looking into a puddle sees dirt in it, the other, stars reflected in it. In the end, it is not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. I am rather inclined to silence, and whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. To wish to be well is a part of becoming well. No man was ever wise by chance. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. Thinking that someone else can make you happy or unhappy is ridiculous. There are only 3 events in a man's life: birth, life, and death. He is not conscious of being born. He dies in pain, and he forgets to live. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Well done is better than well said. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. The one charm of the past is that it is in the past. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are 2 of the surest stepping stones to success. The lie flies, and the truth limps after it. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. He who does not like loneliness does not like freedom. Anything you can settle with money is cheap. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. The best is always the enemy of the good. Children learn by an adult's example, not by their words. Manage your mood, because if it does not obey, then it commands. When in doubt, tell the truth. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. Never put off till tomorrow the fun you can have today. To lead an orchestra, you must turn your back on the crowd. Learn first, teach later. Intellect is invisible to the man who has none. The greatest victory is victory over yourself. Marrying is not at all difficult. It is difficult to be married. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Appear weak when you are strong, strong when you are weak. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Fear of death increases in exact proportion to increase in wealth. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. If you want to change people, why not begin on yourself? That is a lot more profitable and a lot less dangerous. Men always want to be a woman's first love. Women like to be a man's last romance. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. You can overcome bad habits only today, not tomorrow. Begin, be bold, and venture to be wise. Stupid is the man who always remains the same. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. It is better to make approximately correct decision than to make a precise mistake. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past, and the only person better you should be. This is who you are now. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. Success is stumbling from failure to failure, with no loss of enthusiasm. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Of this one thing, make sure against your dying day that your faults die before you do. Ignorance is the cause of fear. When a person spends all of his time in foreign travel, he ends by having many acquaintances, but no friends. Rule your mind, or it will rule you. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. We learn not in school, but in life. Progress is impossible without change. No man is free who is not a master of himself. The secret to being creative alone. Ideas are born in loneliness. When they give you lined paper, write the other way. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become. Problems cannot be solved with the same level of thinking that created them. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. No wise man ever wished to be younger. A donkey loaded with gold will open the gates of any fortress. Above all things, respect yourself. Keep busy. It's the cheapest kind of medicine there is on this earth, and one of the best. Nothing costs so much in life as illness, and ignoring an illness. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Give a man power, and you will find out who he is. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Difficulty shows what men are. If you cannot have a faithful friend, be your own friend. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. When someone betrays you, it's because it is a reflection of their character, not yours. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Laziness travels so slowly that poverty soon overtakes him.